Hey guys, thank you very much for joining today as well. I continue with answering your questions, which you asked above one of my previous videos, and I promised that I would make a video or live stream about every single one of the topics. So here's another one, part 3. Uh, tiny runner from TikTok asked me, what is it about the permanent residence abroad? What's the address outside of the Czech Republic? Why does she need that? Because she was asked about it in hospital when she gave birth to their baby, and she doesn't really know what it means and why she should have one, because she doesn't have one. So that's actually a good topic. It was a long introduction or long question, but it's actually very interesting topic, because there is this special institute of like permanent address abroad in the Czech Republic. And what it means is that you often, for whatever dealings in the Czech Republic, if you go to some, for example, from our daily life and move to Prague, if you go to trade license office, for example, and you want to get your trade license, the trade license wants you to have, or you to give them your permanent address abroad. If you go to other authorities, it's the same. Obviously, it was the same in the hospital, and for many people, it's not really understandable because they don't have this in the country of their origin. So what it means is, in the Czech Republic, every citizen must have an official address where the citizen is registered and where officially the police or the authority can find you or can mail you in case they need something from you. And usually the address is written in your ID, in the Czech national ID called občanský průkaz. So you have your personal details, like your name, date of birth, sexuality, no, sex, your sex, there, and other things on the first page, and then on the back side you usually have the address, and that's your official address in the Czech Republic, where you officially live. Where you officially live. And if any state authority wants anything from you, or the police is looking for you or something, then they go to this address or they send mail to that address. It's your duty to update it. If you move, you should go to the local authority and like update it and get a new ID. So that's like a standard thing in the Czech Republic, and we use the address because then wherever you go and wherever you need to use the address, then they just look at your ID and they know the address. So you don't have to think about giving them some address, or they don't need to like trust you if you give them the correct address or not, because you have an address in your ID. So this is how it works in the Czech Republic, and that's why also the Czech government and Czech authorities expect you to have some address abroad. But yes, obviously, there are some countries where you don't have to have your address registered, where you don't need to have any official address. And especially if you move out of that country, then it's possible that you don't have any address at all, any official address, or especially not on any ID. So what we usually recommend our clients, if they don't have any official address, we have plenty of clients from the US, for example, and there is nothing like this, that you would need to have some address registered somewhere. So we usually tell them to use the last address they lived abroad, because the Czech government usually doesn't need it for any official reasons, like that they would be sending you any mail or anything. It's just like one line in a form, so it's not really important. So you can actually use your last address in that country, or we often also recommend using maybe your parents' address, because if they would send some letter, it's good if it goes to someone you know and someone who can receive the mail. But again, usually they don't send anything. It's just a piece of information they need to fit in one of the fields. But yeah, if they need it and if you don't know what to use, then just use your either the last address where you lived before moving to the Czech Republic, or address of your parents or some other family members where they could potentially receive an email. And I guess that's it. This might be a bit, Babu, as you say, off topic. I don't know what topic. It's just, again, I promised that I would do a video answer or a live stream about each of the topics you ask or the questions you ask under one of my previous videos. So I'm doing that. So it's actually to the topic and exactly to what Tiny Runner at TikTok was asking and what she was interested in. So this is, and it's also very, very common question from our clients, and when we are filling any forms, this is one of the things they ask about a lot. So it's actually a good question. Yeah, and now I'm thinking if she meant maybe something else, because if the hospital required something to be confirmed in the country, in the city where you're born, but it might be connected to this because this is a very Czech thing, the status of your like permanent residence or permanent address somewhere abroad. That's what we just used. So I believe this was it. Tiny Runner, if you had anything else in mind, and if this is not the correct answer, let me know. Comment on under the video, and I will try to reply again or do another live stream about this. But this is actually how it works in the Czech Republic. So that's probably why they ask you, and then just give them one of the addresses I mentioned. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, now's the time. If you don't, I'll be leaving because it's 11 minutes after 1 o'clock at night. So 11 after 1, or I don't know how you say it. It's too late for my brain to work properly. So, okay, if you don't have any questions, guys, thank you very much for joining. If you want me to answer your question in the live stream as well, I'm starting with questions from TikTok. So if you are not following me on TikTok, go to my TikTok, find me there right now. It's, I believe, Jan_Kalina, my first name _ second name, and find a video which is called Your Choice, and comment what you would like me to talk about, and I will do a live stream about that. Okay, guys, thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye-bye.